Bloodshed on the streets of Bangkok. Violence erupts in the lead up to Thailand's election. The hunt for a gang responsible for a deadly home invasion at Deer Park.
It's possible there was machetes or similar.
A New Zealand teenager hits the right note at the Grammys. And stands the man. A new Swiss master relishes his breakthrough Grand Slam win.
I was not good enough compared to all the big guy who's winning since 10 years, and now it's my turn to win one, so that's something huge.
Good evening, Ian Henderson with ABC News. Well, after a week of relative peace, violence has returned to the streets of the Thai capital, Bangkok. An opposition leader has been shot dead while addressing a rally from the back of a truck. But anti-government protesters say they won't be deterred, and they're now picketing polling stations, preventing thousands of people from casting early votes ahead of next Sunday's election. From Bangkok, Samantha Hawley reports.
Gunfire plea has so far fallen on deaf ears. Samantha Hawley, ABC News, Bangkok.
Police are questioning several people after members of an armed gang ransacked a house in Deer Park overnight and murdered one of the occupants. Another 2 people were injured. Police say there were as many as 12 assailants armed with machetes. Gloria Claish reports.
Police were called to the house in Billingham Road just after 10 o'clock last night. What confronted them was a violent scene that had left one of the 7 people inside the house dead.
Is fraught with danger at any time of year. Rick Hind, ABC News, Kakadu National Park.
Friends today paid tribute to a Hunter Valley man who plunged to his death in a failed base jump at Woodside in Gippsland at the weekend. They remembered Ashley Cosgriff as an unusually talented skydiver with an eye for detail. Police are still searching for a camera they believe was taken from Mr Cosgriff's helmet after his death.
It's the sport some go to great heights for.
Nothing to do with keeping the Queen of Australia. Andrew Green, ABC News, Canberra.
The New Zealand singer-songwriter Lorde is the toast of the music industry tonight after stealing the show at the Grammys. She won 2 awards for her debut single Royals, including the coveted Song of the Year. Adrian Rochella reports.
As always, Beyoncé
awards on Thursday. Anne-Maria Nicholson, ABC News.
Switzerland's Stanislas Wawrinka has moved to number 3 in tennis's world rankings after his dramatic win in the Australian Open men's final last night. He prevailed in 4 sets over world number 1 Rafael Nadal, who struggled with a back injury. As Nick Bailey reports, it was Wawrinka's first Grand Slam title.
In the light of day, all that ever matters is who's left holding the silverware, and today it was Stanislas Wawrinka who, against the odds...
The World Championships wraps up on Sunday. Margaret Paul, ABC News, Geelong.
The weather now with Paul Higgins, and the heat's on again, Paul.
It certainly is, Ian. I'd show you on our new weather wall. Unfortunately, it's not quite ready for prime time yet, so it's back to the green screen for now. But certainly news of a hot week ahead, especially across northern Victoria, with another heat wave on the way. Into the 40s, in fact, for the next 7 days. Today, 40 degrees at Walpia. That made it the state hotspot. Even on Monday, back to around 26. So it's certainly going to be rather hot in Melbourne, but in northern Victoria, Ian, a heat wave, a week of 40-plus days.
Thank you, Paul. Finally tonight, the Empire State Building as you've never seen it before. The New York landmark was bathed in green and gold, travelling to Australia. Now, before we go, here again are tonight's main stories. Pre-election tension builds in Bangkok after the killing of a prominent protest leader. A scuba diver drowns off Rai Back Beach. Other divers brought him ashore but were unable to revive him. And Stanislas Wawrinka moves to number 3 in the world tennis rankings after defeating Rafael Nadal for the Australian Open title last night. And that's it for this evening's bulletin. Coming up, 7:30 with Lee Sales. That's next.